Now, the next thing I'd like to talk about are two words put together. And it is the following. And anyong. Anyong. Yes. So we have our anyong. And then we have the words hashimnika. Or let's start off with hamnika. Anyong. And the next word is, I get some fighting room over here, as H sound. Here's your H. Ha. H, A, H, A. And then M sound. And then a N, an I, ni. And then K, K, and a Hamnika. Now, let's talk about this. And there's a question. This means, well, it's a greeting, and it usually gets translated in a funny way. They'll usually just transliterate it into "Hello, how are you?" And that's not really too super accurate. We want to be more specific. So, "Anyang" literally means hello. Hamnika is, there's the ka, that's the question form. And this comes from the word ha da, which means to do. To do. Now, they're conjugating it, and the way you conjugate it is you take off the da and you add in a mnika. So let's do that. Nida. That means I do. Oh my God, I was about to write an American A sound there. I'm fired. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. So that's hum, and I missed a little bit right there. There we go. Hamnida. That means I do, or I am doing. Now I want to make a question out of that word. I am doing. So I use this in a question. I get rid of the da ending on. I put a ka in there. So this is the question form. So this is do or doing with a big question behind it. Well, just one big question right there. So anyang hamnika. So how do we translate that with do? Well, this is how you do it. You translate it into, let's move this out of the way, and whoops, how did that happen? And you translate this into, how are you doing? How are you doing? That's what it actually is trying to say. Anyang amnika, how are you doing? Now, if you see someone who is older than you, to show deference and respect, I'm going to move that over there, get some fighting room. I'm going to take this M sound, put it here, and I have to put a she in here. Hashimnika. Anyang Hashimnika, how are you doing? And this shows super politeness. Super politeness. Usually to someone who's much older than you, or you're being very formal for some reason. Super politeness or formality. Being super formal. Formality. Yes? And that's all it is. So you can, when you greet someone, you can say anyang amnika if they're being very formal, anyang hashimnika, or if they're much older, anyang hashimnika. How are you doing? How are you doing? Good? Good. All right. Let's move this out of the way. And How are you doing? On Young, I can't move that out of the way, so I'll just sign off and say thank you for watching. Thanks. And who the thanks are from? Gary D777. Thanks for watching from Gary D777. Bye-bye now.